We are looking both at tax under collection as well as the public perception about institutional weaknesses at SARS. We are looking for ways to improve that capacity and therefore the public image of the revenue service. Because in some other ways, it could be argued that ongoing perceptions of tax administration, about tax administration, would impact on weakening tax morality. And so it's important for us to try and get to the bottom of the issues and find ways to re-strengthen the institution in terms of its administrative capacity so that we can be able to address the challenges that we have experienced. We are not blaming under collection on the revenue service. As I say, the underperformance of the economy is the single largest contributor to under collection. But increasing tax morality or weakening tax morality and negative perceptions about the revenue service are a cause for me as the Minister of Finance to be concerned and to try and get to the bottom of the issues. The Commissioner of the Revenue Service has stated his position, and this inquiry is not trying to refute his position because it could very well come to the same conclusion that in terms of the warm bodies, the capacity is there, but there are other factors which are leading to weakening tax morality and the under collection. And then we expect that it will make such recommendations as would lead to the improvement not only of collection but also the public perception, because what we also don't want is to sit over our heads when there are recurring discussions that impact on public perception about the revenue service, because that too will influence the decisions by people whether they are going to comply with their tax obligations or not.
Minister, I think we've said enough. Can I just take him then, because he's going to complain?
My question is based on the imagination that an inquiry like this would take a long time. And secondly, given fundamentals that are in place as far as tax evasion, tax avoidance, and money laundering is concerned, aren't those maybe the obvious reasons that could lead to maybe under collection? And if so, is there suspicion of certain entities and you just want to cast your net wide and not to paint everybody with the same brush, but to actually get the legal process to hone in on the people that could be suspected not to be taking their tax responsibility?
But you see now you are going into details that the minister said would follow, to be fair, but I'll allow the minister an opportunity, because we did say this is just an announcement, the details will come. You're already asking us if we suspect any particular person. So can we just respect that the details will follow this announcement? Minister, maybe we just take Tula's before we come.
No, let me rather say, allow us to work on the terms of reference and to announce them. The inquiry could very well come back to say to us, the issues that you are raising are precisely the issues we should be concerned about, and there could be more, including issues of illicit financial flows, tax evasion, and other such matters. And in the instance that the inquiry does that, identifies those issues, we expect it to probe them and make recommendations to us about how to strengthen the capacity of SARS to deal with those challenges. So we will be expecting that the inquiry is going to come to us with a number of proposals that we are going to take forward in improving tax collection, because it is quite a fair expectation that through processes of illicit financial flows, base erosion, and profit shifting, there is a lot of revenue we could be collecting that is not being collected. And if the inquiry says we don't think that SARS is capacitated enough as it is to be able to combat that, to collect that revenue. We suggest it should do the following things in order to deal with that. Then we expect those recommendations to come out of it. But what we are going to be doing now moving forward is to identify the judge who's going to preside this, to identify to set the terms of reference, to undertake the processes of the appointment of the commission, and get the process rolling.
Thank you.
Minister, could be coincidence, but the line about underperformance of the economy not being the only reason for the kind of revenue shortfall we are seeing features in Jacques Pauw's new book, The President's Keeper. To what extent was this partly informed by some of the allegations that are made in there, perhaps you wanting to perhaps get to the bottom of some of those allegations? And lastly, will it be public or will it be shrouded in secrecy in line with the practice itself?
I have not read that book, and I'm sure you don't presuppose that the medium-term budget policy statement, which made exactly the same statements I made earlier, was informed by that book, because it was not. We said in the MTBPS that the under-collection is not only attributable to the underperformance of the economy, but also owes to some challenges with regard to tax administration. And so it's not something new that we are saying today. We've been saying that, we've been repeating that statement. I know exactly, because in all the interviews, including the ones I did with ENCA, straight after the budget in a very hot marquee, I made those statements in Cape Town, that there are other reasons of tax administration which could also be responsible for the under-collection. So we do want to get to the bottom of the challenges. I don't think we should establish a commission with an intention of pointing fingers. Otherwise, we're going to undermine it from the outset. As I said, both the commissioner and I were concerned that we need to undertake this process in order to try and get to the bottom of the issues. And if there are any recommendations which must be made to the SARS, they will then be made, and we will implement them. Whether the commission will be shrouded in secrecy, the commission is not being appointed by the Revenue Service. It's being appointed by the Minister of Finance, and so we will deal with all the modalities pertaining to the commission at the time when that announcement of the details is being made. I don't think we need to jump the gun and try to prejudge the process.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you for your patience, and have a good day, colleagues.
Thank you.
Oh.